You can expect a high today of 70 degrees under sunny skies. And I tell you, Sam King is our Baltimore Blend jazz artist for the jam session that we're having this Thursday. And we're going to be talking about some of your upcoming appearances that folks can drop in and enjoy in concert. So we were very intrigued with, what's really cool between the records is that, there's a lot of conversation going on here in the studio. And Sam is telling great stories, especially about collaborations.
Yeah.
Tell us about the one we were just
Definitely.
laughing over.
Well, it was a story about when Arnold Sterling was featured up Caton Castle. It's pretty much how I got how you can call my big debut, to come through and people could hear about me. Arnold was doing a show up Caton Castle with Robert Shaheed and Greg Hasser, and it was sometime back in December of last year, coming into this year. And the show was featuring Arnold, and Robert Shaheed and the guys worked really hard to get the show together and everything. And they would, they didn't tell Arnold that, to bring, make sure he doesn't bring an artist because they thought he knew, because usually Arnold's side man is Herm Hawkins, the trombonist, that's a very good friend of mine as well. But, I came up to the Caton Castle and Arnold, after the first set, he brung me on up, introduced me into the Caton Castle family and everything. And, Robert Shaheed and Greg Hassett, those guys are looking at each other, just shaking their heads.
Like he brought another youngin' in here.
Oh, man.
And Robert Shaheed, of course, we had on last week on
we
the
did,
jam
we
session.
did. Our host.
So what did he say?
Well, he didn't say anything to me at first. He just, he looked at Soul Brother number 2, as he would say, Mr. Greg Hasser. And they shook their head like, oh boy, what do we expect now? So as the music started, and I played my first solo. Luckily enough, I was fortunate enough that they really liked my playing and they enjoyed my playing.
You changed their minds. They
right.
became inspired.
Show it with the talent. Let your horn do the talking.
Yeah, I was always told, in the great words of Charlie Parker, they always asked him, what did he think about things of sort of nature. He would always say, well, I'm not one to talk, because the music can do the talking for itself, so.
There you go. Let's the music do a little more talking. You like one of your inspirations is Dexter Gordon. Tell us about why that is.
Dexter Gordon was a master manipulator. That's the best way I can say it, of chord changes using the tenor saxophone. He was one of the best at it, and there wasn't many saxophone players out there who could manipulate changes like Dexter Gordon and substitute, and just basically he could do whatever he wanted.
Let's listen to him.
Let's listen to him do his thing on Smile. You're listening to the Thursday morning jam session on the Baltimore Blend on WEAA 88.9 FM.